And hello again, Internet. I am faced with a dilemma today. You see, this is Realms of the Haunting, Day 8. If you may notice, depending on when you're looking at this, the parts go from 1 through 6 as you'd expect, and then jump straight to 8. You see, I recorded yesterday. It was a fairly long recording too, but more than 2.5 hours. Got some really good progress in the game. Everything on my end said it's working fine, you're connected, you're streaming, everything's beautiful, there's no dropped frames. I get to Twitch afterward, I even saved the game at the end of the day like I always do. I go to Twitch afterward, it's not there. Now, my software does not allow me to record locally and stream, so I'm relying on Twitch to keep my archive. And it didn't. Now, I do want to show off this entire game, but I now have a giant gap in this, and it's a fairly sizable gap. There were a lot of puzzles, some really good stuff in that section. A lot of comments and commentary that I'll never be able to recreate like that. On-the-cuff reactions. That and the fact that I overwrote my save, and this is something that's going to change now. I've been doing my daily save at the end of the day after everything looked like it was working fine. Well, from now on, I will do my daily save at the beginning of the day in case this happens, but that doesn't help me for today. You live, you learn, and I will let you know this is really disheartening for me because it's the first time this has happened. I feel terrible about it. Now, the only way I'm ever going to be able to get this back is to literally play through the game up to that point and just re-record the day. But I don't have a save, and it's fairly deep into the game, so it's gonna be a while before I can do this. I do hope at some point there is a part 7 put back up. It will be done later. It probably won't be as good, or maybe it'll be better if I'm more experienced. I doubt it. It probably won't be that much longer before I do it. It's just not something I can do right now. It is going to be time consuming for me to get to it, and it'll have to be done as a bonus stream at some point. I apologize immensely. This one was out of my hands. Like I said, I've tried recording on my machine as well as streaming at the same time, and I just am not allowed to do that. I don't have the capability for that. So I relied on Twitch. Twitch let me down. And I let myself down by not being prepared for it. I'll admit that. That's what I was doing the daily saves for, but I did them at the wrong time. At any rate, this is day 8. It should be the last day. And I hope to God this one saves, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be kind of upset. At any rate, let's dive in. And I'm sorry for those who are missing part of the puzzle. No. Why was the pistol even in that slot? Where are my weapons? You should be here. You should be here. You should be here. You should be here. And you should be there. Okay, I actually do know what happened. Alrighty. And here we go. Grab the health potion while I'm up here. And yes, we are in Shoal now. We're actually kind of fairly deep into Shoal. We're on chapter 18 of 20. Up my gamma. Alright. Yeah, I don't like seeing this many Oh, wow, that is a lot of things trying to kill me. That is a whole lot of things trying to kill me. And I'm going to wait for them up here to hopefully be able to take them out when they climb high enough. Unless they're just going to stay down there. If they're just going to stay down there, there's nothing I can do about it. Here's one. Yeah, 2 shots from my blunderbuss takes these guys out. You know, it's the first time we've really been, like, surrounded like this. Ah, missed. Pardon me. Where did you go? Where did you go? There you are. Oh my god, can you believe it? Oh, wow. I'm just doing terribly. I think I'm going to die in here. Why is it not shooting? Hey, morning songs. Getting close to the end here. Well, at least I know this one's actually streaming then. Alright, let's heal up because that hurt. We'll save as well. Alrighty. Do I go across the water? Do I go across the bridge? Or do I stay in the caves? Let's try this bridge area here. Yeah, I'm glad it's working today. As I had just explained, we lost day 7. So at some point I'm going to have to try to re-record that part. And I don't have a save for it, so I'll have to replay the game to get there. But we're almost to the end of this game. It's been an interesting ride. Not at all what I really expected from it, on one hand. On the other hand, yeah, it is kind of what I expected this game to be. Ah, missed. Oh, there's another one down there. Back off, back off. Woo! I like using the blunderbuss here because it's unlimited ammo. It's just got to recharge each time. And really, there hasn't been very many shotgun shells for quite some time. So everything I have, as far as actual ammo goes, has been saved for a while. As long as there's nothing else attacking me. Alright. Love that texture tearing. Look at that. Look at that wonderful geometry tearing. Anything else out here going to attack me? It's another thing you do is quickly switch through all your recharging weapons to try to get as many hits as possible. But that requires moving my hands around a lot. Because remember, can't rebind to the keys on the Steam version for some stupid reason. Even though the instruction manual for the regular version says you can. Oh hey, another one. Good, you just stay put right there and let me kill you. Yeah, the jitter in a post-Quake game. But this... yeah... I mean, this really isn't supposed to be a first-person shooter. It's an adventure game that they added... Oh, shit, I almost fell off the world. They added the combat, too. And I think the engine actually is pre-Quake, because this is not the first game, I believe, that they did this with. It's a more refined version, for what that says. I don't actually remember what the first one was. I'd have to look that up. Alright. Oh! Hello! At least those things don't hurt too much. There are a lot of enemies in this place. There's more enemies in here than there's been in pretty much ever. God, I can barely see the ground in front of me. Okay.
Teleporter. Wonder where that'll take me.
Let's find out. Cutscene. Oh, chapter 19, The Gathering. We are almost done. The gang's all here.
Welcome. Your killing Belial was such pleasant entertainment. I couldn't do it myself, you see, but with his bestowed immortality, the laws governing the sorcery wouldn't sanction it. But now he is gone, and that leaves you. You, my dear boy, and I.
Not for much longer.
You know, I think he means to kill me.
That would be unwise, Adam. The sword without the shrive is useless against Florentine's flesh.
But I have the shrive.
For as long as he remains within the chamber.
The sword and shrive were once one. And this chamber is the last place in creation where they can become one again. Only then, when the two are joined, can my flesh be destroyed.
Yep, it was impossible to screw that in anywhere else, apparently. Which to choose, which to choose. No, it's not Hayden Christensen. I'm gonna go with your bluffing, because this guy's been full of lies anyway, and he wouldn't tell me how to kill him after all this time.
No. You're hiding something. I'm gonna go with my instincts on this.
And achieve what? Your death? Know that I can crush you where you stand.
Go on then. What are you waiting for?
Does this make your task any easier?
Forget it. I'm not fighting you. Not until you tell me what's happened to Rebecca.
That hard. You ask me what has become of her? I rather thought you would have the answer to that.
Oh, how stereotypical. Pull the Queen of Hearts card when talking about a woman.
I am the only thing that stands between you and the restoration of balance. Order once again to the world of mankind.
No, you put the sword back in the chamber. You don't kill him with it.
I won't fight you.
You will do as I command.
Why is Hawk not talking? He's the one who should be we should be listening to. Okay, that amuses me. Just hang my staff up on the guy's hand. It's the two of clubs. Well, that might be the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time. Oh my god, they're all jokers!
Eternity.
Boot to the head! I have no idea what's going on. Okay. I do know that these effects are pretty terrible, but they're actually still better than most 90s video games FMVs. I mean, compare this to Seventh Guest, Resident Evil even. Night Watch, or Night Trap, there you go. What on earth is going on?
Your time in this world has ended. A fool's hand is a dead man's hand. Prophecy will be fulfilled.
It's silly, but yeah, the quality is there. I mean, it's not as good as Bad Mojo. That was glorious.
If you'd used Eternity against Florentine, you would have smashed this. Seventh seal.
We never stood a chance. I might be stupid, but I'm not crazy.
I'm not so sure about that. Alf, I hear the threat calling. Our time here is almost at a close.
Rebecca, you must also join the weave.
Join the weave.
Abaddon knew the prophecy. Rebecca must take his place. It is written.
I'm sorry, Adam. It must be done.
Well, that's it? It's over?
So,
I'm sorry I lied to you.
did I just...
I just had to make sure you got this far.
Did I beat the game?
I know.
That would actually piss me off if I did.
I'll be there. In the dreams.
Take the sword. Restore the balance.
Although if I did beat the game, I'll just go through and see what the other ending is. What happens if I take the other choice?
So be it.
You missed, dude! Isn't it supposed to go on top?
Adam. I know, my boy. But there is no time. You must leave this place. Now. Or suffer the fate of the thread. The weave is retwining, unraveling together. Changing what Florentine and Belial have done here. Very soon, the house and the temple of the morning star will unravel to time. If you are caught within it, you will perish. Now, Adam, go. Take flight and flee this place. Time is short. Be warned. Though Belial and Florentine are dead, the temple must surely harbor remnants of evil.
So maybe there is a 20th chapter. I was not expecting these to be so damn short.
Adam,
Or I wouldn't have quit playing yesterday.
So much I have to tell you.
my boy, your heart has already spoken.
Chapter 20. Gonna go ahead and save it on a separate one here.
Chain shut. What a surprise.
I think I'm supposed to leave. Wait, where's my weapon? Here we go. Oh, hey, healing potion. So basically, I've already saved the world, now I just have to get out alive. I'm probably wasting time here. I would not be surprised if it is actually timed. We'll find out, won't we? Oh, you're still alive? Not that I gotta save these anymore. We're at the end. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, crud. The place is literally falling apart behind me. So I really hope I'm going the right way. I doubt I am anymore. Where does this go anyway? Get these teleporters. I never did get answers to, like, where are these teleporters? What's up with the rats? All that stuff. And I really hope that the last part of this game isn't, oh yeah, you have to remember the layout of the mansion. Since I haven't been here in so long.
This tapestry's seen better days.
Oops, I fell. That's not where I'm going. I honestly have no idea how to get back out. I'm pretty sure I don't want to be there, though. Okay. I'm closer than I think I am. Alright. Found my way out, in theory. Unless I have to kill that thing to get out. Zool! Ow! Go away! I think this might be the end boss. Get a good look at it. Now, did it drop a key? No, no key. But there we go. And we do the poltergeist thing.
So there it is. From beginning to end. The whole goddamn story. I know you think I'm crazy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Right? Now, if you don't mind, I'd rather you left me now. I'm very tired. I just want to go to sleep.
What an ending.
You've been through a traumatic experience.
Tell me about it.
You should try to rest a little.
Time for your medication, Alan.
What an ending! What the fuck? Okay, I think that last chapter was totally unnecessary. It was kind of a... You had the climax at 19, and then you have a little escape and have to fight that blue Zool beast at the end? The hell? I will go back to the earlier save and see what happens if I stab Florentine, see if it gives me a different ending or something, because, wow, really? The last 3 chapters took half an hour. Oh, it's terrible, especially after losing almost 3 hours yesterday. It's the end of the Dark Tower. Well, at the very least, I should at least give my opinion of this game. Yeah, this was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Mind you, the actual mechanic, especially for the combat, is kind of terrible. And the story is... Actually, I like the story. Overall, the story in this isn't bad. The quality of it, the engine's got some problems. Oh god, the engine has problems. But the CGI, other than the weird compression, which Morningstar here was saying that he thinks the... Let me see if I can get my... See the text again he used. The half-toning filter. Now, by that, did you mean how it was kind of pixelized, or did you mean the color of it? Because I think the pixelization in the videos has more to do with just what was available as far as video encoding at the time. But yeah, the fact that it was kind of pixelized like that did make it blend in with the digital background better. The costumes were alright. The acting, to be entirely fair, I've seen a lot worse acting. I've seen better acting, but nothing in the acting other than the fact that Adam just would not react to things at first. And that kind of stayed throughout it. He was more muted than anything. But it, overall, yeah, that was passable. The story is interesting. I've seen worse stories. I've seen better stories. It's no masterpiece by any means. But if you look at this game as a point-and-click adventure game, which it primarily is, along the lines of Myst, Obsidian, and such, yeah, it works. Yeah, as you said, yeah, it was the dithering of the color. So yeah, the kind of pixelization, and he kind of agrees that it could be technical reasons for it, but it did make it look better. It maybe accidentally, a happy accident, but it did make it look more in the part. I'll admit the props were good too. They got someone to make that sword up. It looked good. There's a lot of the parts like that. Let me move my mic so it's not quite out in front of me. There we go. Yeah. I do, unfortunately, because you cannot rebind the controls, that's an auto fail for me. I don't like the fact that the controls, for some reason, you can't unbind them. And if you're right-handed and used to WASD, this game will be a nightmare for you to try to play because it is arrow keys and mouse. And for me, that's okay. I'm left-handed. The mouse is on the left hand. My other hand is automatically on the arrow keys or number pad anyway. But for most people, the controls in this game will be a deal breaker, and I completely understand that. However, the instruction manual says you can change the controls So maybe if you have the disc version, which I do, I should probably try to install that. Maybe it does work. I don't know. It could be just the Steam version, or it could just be a flaw in the game. I don't know. And with the Steam version, as much as I hate to do it, you can rebind the DOSBox key mapping to change the controls. I hate doing that, but it's doable. Would I recommend this game? Only if you like the old 90s adventure games. If you were a fan of 7th Guest, of 11th Hour, of Myst, then yeah, it was interesting to see. Now, let's see if I can go back and stab the dude in the back. If that changes the ending any. And I do still have to redo day 7. There was a lot of puzzles there and a lot of the endgame stuff. So that is all fairly important for the story if you were going through the archive and watching. And I will redo that before too long, I hope. Fingers crossed. Let's see what the other ending is. Chapter 19. Yes, yes, yes. Seen this. You're bluffing. I dare, but I can't. Well, let's see if it allows it. Here we go. Remember, this is after he turned his back on me. Why would you take that big swing and not just stab him in the freaking back? And it was a slow swing if you had time to turn around.
By the seven be bound. By the seven to come. The power of one.
Yay, the world is dead.
Be done.
Cheesy special effects. What? Wait a second. You know what I think happened here? I think those two creatures were attacking me during the cutscene. So let's try this again real quick and see what happens if I kill those two instead of just try running past them. No, I was dead. I couldn't do anything. I think literally these two killed me in the cutscene. So let's see what happens when they're dead now. This game has problems. I still had a lot of fun with this. I first bought this game in a $5 bargain bin thinking nothing of it, never really gave it much of a chance. I am so glad I played this. Blah, blah, chapter 19. You're bluffing. Look at the priest from behind. So I should not die during the cutscene this time. Let's see if the cutscene continues or what happens if I just drop dead at the portal anyway.
the seven be bound, by the seven to come. Power of one. Thy will
Be done. And we get that lovely CGI again. Am I dead on the portal again? Yeah, I'm dead on the portal again. That's basically the game's way of saying, oh, you lose, game over. Yeah, okay, so that was maybe the bad ending. Huh. Well. Now I feel even worse that Part 7 is missing because that was near the end of the game. That's important stuff. Oh, it's going to be a real pain in the butt going back and remaking that. So there's Realms of the Haunting. It is available on Steam. It is available on GOG. Although if you just watched this far, you probably aren't going to want to buy it and play it yourself. Hope you've enjoyed, though. As for what I'm going to run tomorrow, assuming I'm not just going to run Part 7 again, I have no idea. I'm half tempted to take a semi-break and play just some off-the-wall modern game instead of my usual 90s stuff. Well, we'll see then. Till then, this has been Realms of the Haunting, and take care, Internet. Enjoy the games you play.